Alright, what is up, YouTube? Will, you're back again with another idle account review, this time for FrozenSheep. Now, Walmart Joe here is stepping in for FrozenSheep. He's a friend of his. As such, we're here to do a general overview of his account. He's asked for some help. We're happy to take a look. Straight off the money. The only thing I'm going to see that's standing out to me, Max Spirit Lord. Max Spirit Lord. Oh boy, that was preliminary as fuck, but let's take a look. Also, one thing to try not to get mad at is oh my fucking god, Joe. You better have me a good excuse for this. Because he is a double pugilist wearing fucking... Oh my god. Oh. I'll give him the benefit his tools are like... His tools are pretty fucking good. His tools are pretty fucking good for where he's at, so I'm not going to complain on that one. Any slushers? True, a slush skull enjoyer? No, he's not a slush skull enjoyer. Disdain, -1 to the review. Alright, P.O. boxes. Start work on P.O. boxes. It's a requirement for every fucking account I've ever reviewed. P.O. boxes. Either spending them or getting them done, for sure. In terms of gear, I mean, yeah, just keep pounding him on this shit because, dude, he's rocking wooden traps, horn skulls, and fucking base splicers, and he doesn't even have full splicers on everybody. So we'll pivot off of gear for now, but I've given reviews to you, Joe, so you know what to build out for him. But he definitely needs to work on his fucking gear, especially on his skilling related shit. He's missing out on the lot. Account-wise, Onyx, your statues. Onyx, your fucking statues. It is a high tier requirement to do so. Let's take a look at Apocalypses. We already know he needs to do Eclipsing. So, he's done some zowing. I'm proud of that. He's done fucking zowing. He just hasn't chowed. Or wowed. So, Chow and Wow. Your DB. And Eclipse. Eclipse Skulls. Skull Worlds 1 through 3. Grimoire wise. Okay. That's okay. Constellations. Missing a freebie. 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 Yeah, you're sadly Sheep needs to work on Constellations. Vault-wise, nearly everything on Vault, which is fantastic. I'm happy to see that. Very happy to see that. Anvil-wise, he's bought his points. Very good. Forge, upgrades purchased. Yep, great. Bribes-wise, probably World 6. Yep, stamps. What's the stopping factor here? Just nothing in storage. Oh, Jesus. I'm worried about his prints, then. I'm very worried about his prints, then. Well, as per the standard, if you're going to be pushing and fucking around World 6, 10k stamps minimum. Minimum. 10k stamps minimum. I want to see it. Owl-wise. 14. Holy shit. Okay. On to World 2 mechanics, Bubbles. Doesn't have them fully unlocked. But as per usual, I would like to see a 70% efficiency push for Alchemy. Cauldrons. We're gonna I better not see anything in sigils. He's got some to 12. I'm happy to see at least 5 are there, and he's pushing others, which is great. But there's still so many that need unlocking, it's incredible. So, is better luck than me? That's fair. Unlock and work on your Vials. The only thing you missed, Alt, is you're up next. Sigils. Yeah, I don't want him touching sigils. He does not even have Willow Sippy, and it's going to be a fucking slog to do sigils, so I'd say back the fuck off of doing sigils until Willow Sippy is at least 12 to 13. It's so ridiculously slow to do sigils without it. Not worth his time. Fun, how do I enter a queue? You simply ask, you provide a link to your toolbox, and we throw you on the list. On to Kangaroo. 7, not terrible. Prince wise, how are we looking? Okay. Not 90%, but he is doing the Method of Madness. Yeah. 2 Beastmasters? Eesh. That's no bueno. Okay. No, he didn't do the Method of Madness. He's fucking up with this. But I mean, his prints look great when they're properly done. For sure, I'll give him that. Obviously, you need to rework your prints, but that's just it.
I'm being told that it's a skill issue, just don't die.
Yeah, frankly, it is a skill issue when you somehow end up with 2 Beastmasters, unironically. Refinery-wise, how are we looking? 118, not too terrible. 4 inactive. He's salt locked. No, he's match locked. He doesn't have enough mousies, and he's not got a prince going for the lenses, so he's pretty much stuck waiting. Atom Collider. Touched up on it. He's doing beryllium, which is good. Lithium for the additional bubble chance. Equinox wise, the 75 green stacks item one is super achievable. You just basically farm out monster mats for worlds 1, 2, and 3, and it's the same thing for doing the 100. It's just buying additional shop stuff from worlds 4 and 6, from 5 and 6, and you're able to get the same effect. Buildings wise, automation arm's done. He needs to finish chest space, cost cruncher. Overall, though, good to see that. As per usual, push out party starter, Kraken cosplayer, for Sonic Elder. Boulder Roller is good for the early game, but functionally speaking, when it comes to end game 4-hour-long tower defenses, you're gonna want to have much better tower defense levels than what's currently here. But that's fine for the time being. Death Note wise, we did mention earlier that yeah, he's already up to leaks, man. He's just brute forcing it. Sure, but when we get to that point, Roy, that's understandable. But most players are not at the point for where you're at, Roy. That's the difference here. Worship-wise, he's been keeping up by the looks of it. Good, decent levels. Waves could use some work, but that'll just come in conjunction with leveling their your shrines. Prayers, not terrible. Obviously, as always, maxing skill dimwit as soon as you can is critical. The free skill efficiency is absolutely bonkers. Traps. It's doing XP on V-Man, which is good. Overall, not too terrible. I mean, especially when he's rocking wooden crates. It's really, really not that terrible. Salt Lick-wise, yeah, high priority on getting the multi-kill rate for all worlds for free. That is a high priority here. Cooking-wise, how are we looking? Doing rice. He is... Yeah, I'd say sheep is a one ladle wonder. So, refocus your cooking. It is critical that you do so, especially when you have relatively short milestones for said cooking. I mean, only 6 minutes for another level of cabbage, just an hour for corn dog, and 11 minutes on egg. So, reading wise, how we looking? Talent points, meals, classic speed, go speed. They're touching up on it, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. Okay. Lab wise, My god, he's pushing World 6 and he doesn't have Killer Brightside on. Holy shit. Hey Ken, how you doing, bud? That's fucking incredible. That is fucking incredible. Yeah, throw up your link, Bun. We'll just add it. Also, Viaduct is on. Viaduct is not on. It's off. Viaduct is off. Trove, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Viaduct's off. Riftwise, 35. Okay, so he just got Eclipse Skulls. He's got Stamp Mastery. He's got his passives. Great to see. Construction Mastery wise. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Tome wise, top 50%. It's bad average. Sailing. But yeah, fun. Just go ahead and throw your link in the chat, and I'll add you to the queue on my paper document here. Yeah, hard focusing Fury Relic and Frost Relic, as always, is a must-have. Absolute must-have, especially if he's going to be pushing into World 6 and you're going to want those higher level caps on, or those higher max level caps. Definitely a requirement. Divinity-wise, unlock your remaining 2 gods. Unlock your remaining gods. No Crystal Stake. Yeah, there's a lot to be done up here on Sailing. No Crystal Stake, no Trilobite, no Socrates, at least for a 10%. Lot that needs to be leveled up on here. Yeah, gods are just all over the place. Gaming wise, using green bits. Okay, hull wise, rank 10 or level 10. Slab wise, I'm curious. 611 items missing, and none of them are super important right now. There are so many other things that need to be prioritized. Okay, let me quickly add you to the list. You're fun. Yep. Let's see. Farming. Just shotgunning farming. As per usual, and I mean, Joe, you've seen this a few times as well. It comes down to pushing the correct slots in market, getting additional crops, getting the +1 to crops when fully grown, getting growth speed, farming XP, and I mean, obviously the quintessential crop evolution. Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the vault, my friend. Yeah, so many quintessential things you really need to work on here in terms of farming if you actually want to get the ball rolling, more or less. Sneaking wise, oh no, my sweet summer child, you're floor 10. Your optimal setup is terrible. So we have a guide on YouTube that you can take a look at. Griffey's got a guide. Ice Lock did a guide as well. But the optimal configuration in terms of sneaking at the, like, before you get started in a sneaking mastery, and eventually when you do get into the masteries, is you go Silken Veil and Rosary Beads. The reason you do this is because the way the math currently checks out is this is additive math. So if we take, if we call, these 25 and 25, right? So both are 25. This would functionally round out to 50. Now, the way that why we like Silken Veil and Beads is because that math is multiplicative math. So it'd be 25 times 25. So ideally, I would say strip out the flowers. You can have them on a couple of tunes, for sure. But for the time being, yeah, switch to a Silken Veil Rosary Beads setup. It is the most optimal you're gonna get, for sure. Jade Emporium wise, where you at? I don't recall, Roy. Let me check after this review. Right about it. Charmed, that's fine. Charms wise, Lollyflower, okay. Summoning, probably not too far ahead. I doubt you've even touched Endless. Yeah. Hasn't even touched purple yet, which is okay. No beanstalking done, and then I imagine cards are probably subpar. Yep. Okay. Not a huge focus on this review because there's so many other things to be functionally focusing on. So straight off the money, here's my list of things for count improvement. 1, start work on your PO boxes. 2, Onyx your statues. 3, Chow and Wow your DB, and 3.5 /3 is Eclipse Skulls Worlds 1, 2, and 3, and doing that with your DB, so you're getting the most bang for your buck out of your Super Chows and Wows at the same time. Work on Constellations. A lot of freebies up on the table right now that they need to just be grabbed and pushed out so you're able to take advantage of using the Infinite Star Signs from breeding. I'd also say push stamps out to 10k. Oh, excuse me. Super viable to do so. 70% efficiency on Alchemy. Very achievable with the right loadouts. Focusing on Larry and the undeveloped costs, so you're getting that reduction for material cost, and then Larry for your buy one get one free is super achievable. Unlock and work on your Vials. Start pushing your Vials out to 13. Really get the juice going. It's going to make a huge difference. And then the last but not least, refocusing your cooking, because you've got a lot of 1 ladles and close breakpoints, and unlocking the rest of your gods. I mean, this stuff is going to add plenty of work to FrozenSheep's account. It's going to be a hell of a time. It's going to be one hell of a time. But is there anything else, Joe, that you'd like me to take a look at for sheep, or are we fairly content with this? Because overall, there is just a huge range of improvements that's going to be required. And that's even on top of all the gear because he's lazy. As you have said so yourself. But if there's nothing else, I have been Will. This has been another Eidolon account review. If you'd like an account review too, check us out on Tuesdays and Thursdays over at Twitch or YouTube Live. Did you look at bubbles? Yeah, I did. The Alchemy is incredibly subpar. In terms of what to focus on, and he's missing the last few of the pages. There's some good efficiency ones there. He's got some of it up to a good rate, especially the cost reduction ones. But the fact that Larry and undeveloped costs are so low is the problem here. Because yes, they have pushed to an 80% threshold in a couple of them, which is fine, but from a cost savings standpoint, they could have done more if they had the undeveloped cost and they had to Larry up to that threshold. How dare you say their Alchemy is subpar? Everybody's Alchemy is subpar, except for the leaderboard guys, but that's besides the point. Even my Alchemy is subpar. But 70% is fairly achievable when you start to really touch World 6 mechanics and start to round out your account. 70% is fairly achievable. As I was saying earlier, you can catch us out on Tuesdays and Thursdays over at Twitch or YouTube Live. If you'd like an account review but you can't make it a stream, check us out. Discord's in the description below. We've got a knowledge base there and some great folks to help you out with any questions you may have. And we'll be able to give you an account review whenever we can. Until next time, folks, we'll see you in the next video.